I think you missed all of it. Oh my god, oh my god. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Stupid Tom, you have to put on the microphone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Otherwise, it's not functional. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So, starting again. No, I cannot start again. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I have to look back and read my own lips. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So I was to this point, I felt attracted. There's fire in reading. I want to find this, the wonders of Sri Nityananda. This is what I wanted to find. That's why I opened this book now here. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I'm watching that bell if Sri Raghavidas goes live streaming, broadcasting. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So I was greedy enough to come to this point here. I was so greedy that even the book couldn't resist. It opened right at that page. The material was just conforming the greediness, reciprocating the greediness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Even illusion had to follow this force. This, yes. What if illusion? If material follows the greediness, then it reciprocates. Then even Maya has to respond at a certain point. Yes. Then it's Yoga Maya. It responds to Krishna. It's a contact. It's initiated by Krishna. When Maya gets initiated, waken up by Krishna, then it's Yoga Maya. Then it's functional. Mahamaya is Haha Maya. It doesn't work. It's not bringing us to the upgrade, to the transcendental position, to the transcendental living force consciousness. Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. All glories to Vishvambara. Yes. Roar. All glories to Vishvambara, the Lord and Master of all the Vaishnavas. Please give us, yes, give us. That's greedy. Please give us devotional service unto you and make us your surrendered devotees. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes. And I know it. And I know that River knows this. So please don't be a fool and ask me what are the symptoms if you know yourself. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Okay, you want to see the symptoms? Yes. Then You want to see the systems? The systems? The symptoms? Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. You want to see it in me? Yes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's a nice challenge. Nityananda performed. Nityananda performed. Nityananda performed many wonderful pastimes. Yes. Nityananda performed very many wonderful pastimes with Sri Chaitanya in Navadvip. And what are we doing? Are we performing wonderful pastimes with Sri Chaitanya Gaura Haridas in Navadvip? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Or are we sitting like ducks? Sitting like croaking croaks. Croaking frogs. Hare Krishna or other beings. Just blah 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 blah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Yes, let's stir this soup a little bit. Let's make some movement. We are a movement. Srila Gauridas says we are a movement. So let's move on. Stir the lava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Stir the living force. Stir the Nityananda. Make it your own living force. Your life and soul. He is your life and soul. Nityananda is your life and soul. Lord Chaitanya is my life and soul. Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Without them, there is no emotion. There is no tear. There is no life. So I have to be there. Otherwise, I'm dust and sleeping and what's the words? Inert. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Nityananda performed many wonderful pastimes with Sri Chaitanya in Navadvip. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I watch that bell. If it sounds, if I'm getting, and if I need to become overruled, then it's okay. Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda performed many wonderful pastimes with Sri Chaitanya in Navadvip. Nityananda did innumerable extraordinary deeds and grossed in the ecstasy of love of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Yes, this is the functionality we are looking. I was looking for. Yes, Nityananda did innumerable extraordinary deeds and grossed in the ecstasy of love of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Meaning he was empowered. Yes, and we can be empowered by the mode of sleep, the mode of tamas. We can be empowered by the mode of passion. We can be empowered by the mode of goodness. But who is empowered by the ecstasy of love of Krishna? Nityananda did innumerable extraordinary deeds and grossed in the ecstasy of love of Krishna. Like a little boy, he went about his work with simple enthusiasm. Yes, simple enthusiasm. Simple and enthusiasm. He went about his work with simple enthusiasm. What was his work? I'm asking, what was his work? He went about his work with simple enthusiasm. What is his work? What was his work? What still is works? Is he still functional? That Nityananda are there some Nityananda Dasas alive? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. He spoke always very sweetly. He spoke very sweetly, sweetly, sweetly. He spoke always very sweetly to all the devotees. Yes. What was that sweetly? Was it encouraging? Was it a sleepy voice or a fireish voice? Yes. I would love to hear his voice. I would love to hear Nityananda's voice. I love to hear Nityananda's voice. I love to hear Chaitanya's voice. Make up your mind, Tom. Which one of the two? Nityananda or Chaitanya? Hare Krishna. I want to chant them. I want to hear to chant them together. Yes. Congregational chanting. Hari, 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 Hari. I want to be in that house where they play together. I want to be in that room, in that space. It can also be outside in the forest, or outside in the water, or outside on the beach, on the bank of a river. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. To be in that functional space, that enlivening environment, that enlivening, vibrating love of Krishna space, functional. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Where they both, Nimaya and Nitai, are functional. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes. How many times did I mention the word functional? I remember classes from 3 or 4 years ago when Srila Gauridas, he used one word very, very often, and Karuna and me, we were counting sometimes. We were counting how many times did he use the word. And it came down to 40, 50, 60 times in one lesson, the same word. So I allow myself to say this word very often, functional in love of Godhead, functional in love of Krishna, functional, functional, functional. Hare Krishna, splashing waters, sometimes jumped. He spoke always very sweetly. All the devotees he met, to all the devotees he met, and danced, laughed, and sang to himself in bliss. Okay, so he was singing to himself in bliss. Singing to himself in bliss. I feel undisturbed by outsiders. Undisturbed by outsiders, yes. And where do I see that? I see that with Johan, yes. Do I see it anywhere else? No. I see this with Johan, undisturbed by outsiders. When he's inside the house, yes. I feel when he's outside, he is sometimes holding back. He's not the type of expressing himself loudly. That's more like Karuna. Karuna, he can yell and and also Amon Narayan Das. He can really. He has a loud voice. They don't hold back when they are outside. Hare Krishna. Even when they are in prison, they don't hold back. They are annoying the guards with their constant yelling, shouting, singing the name, chanting Hare Krishna. He spoke always very sweetly to all the devotees he met, and danced, laughed, and sang to himself in bliss, sometimes moved to an outburst of ecstasy. An outburst of ecstasy, yes. An outburst of ecstasy. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Srila Gaudiya said, yes, there is still some room for progress here. We don't see people fainting yet. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare. He roared loudly, astonishing one and all. He roared loudly, astonishing one and all. Yes, I roared in my dream last night, this morning actually. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I was roaring in my dream. And there were a lot of people. And I was the first one who was roaring. So, yes. But are there any witnesses? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. God is my witness when I'm dreaming. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And there are also, in this world, there are witnesses. And this world is also a dream. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This material world is a dream. So what is the real world? That dream world or this material world? Which one is transcendental? Or are they both transcendental? Or are they transcendental at the same time? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What is the real substance? Hare Krishna. Where is the real happiness? Where is the real bliss? Hare Krishna, Krishna. Is it only in the transcendental? Or can it be both in the transcendental world and the material world? I offer my obeisances like Johan to everyone who helps, who promotes, who encourages the souls to go to the spiritual world, to come to the spiritual world. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. To focus, to come in the spaces of Srila Gaudiya and Nityananda and Sri Chaitanya, to come into the living force, vibration, love of Godhead vibration, to become functional. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Everyone gasped. Sometimes moved to an outburst of ecstasy. He roared loudly, astonishing one and all. He sometimes jumped and swam in the crocodile-infested, swelling, hissing monsoon waters of the Ganga. Yes. Okay, there is a lot of movement there. Yes. That doesn't sound like sleeping. No. He sometimes jumped and swam in the crocodile-infested, swelling, hissing monsoon waters of the Ganga, fearless and carefree. Everyone gasped with consternation, but Nityananda swam about in the waters, laughing and splashing. He swam about in the mood of Anantashesh, feeling completely at home in the waters of the Ganga, while the spectator devotees held their breath in anxiety. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. Let's get rid of some snot. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, I can use someone. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, maybe a baby elephant, he has this sound like, and baby lion, he has this roar like, yes. But there is also a mature elephant and a mature roar or trumpeting. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. From the, oh my God, now I go. Now I am entering this transcendental, I'm entering this wormhole. Oh. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, I don't show my eyes, no. They are closed, so material eyes are closed. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. I don't bother. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Don't get distracted by the material eyes. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Focus on the breath, like breathing in that dham, that quality, that sound vibration, where Nityananda lives, where Nityananda lives, where Nityananda lives, where Nityananda lives. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. I have to do the sound check, because I don't want to make the same mistake again. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Can it be more loud? Is it loud enough? Hare Krishna, Krishna. I can just speak louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna. That's better. Yes. Let's keep that volume. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Lavnya Lakshmi Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna. Vitatma Das. Hare Krishna. Funny. Hare Krishna, dear Tom. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. 3 people. Yes. 4 people, included myself. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. So continue. Let's come into that functional state, Nityananda state. Jump into that wormhole, enlivening also. Tak. He spoke always very sweetly. To all the devotees he met, and danced, laughed, and sang to himself in bliss, sometimes moved to an outburst of ecstasy. He roared loudly, astonishing and one and all. He sometimes jumped and swam in the crocodile-infested, swelling, hissing monsoon waters of the Ganga, fearless and carefree. Everyone gasped with consternation, but Nityananda swam about in the waters, laughing and splashing. He swam about in the mood of Anantashesh, feeling completely at home in the waters of the Ganga, while the spectator devotees held their breath in anxiety. At times, Nityananda became so surcharged with ecstasy, in love of Krishna, that he went into an unconscious trance, lasting 3 to 4 days. These are some of the inconceivable pastimes of the Lord. They are endless and eternal, and I am incapable of describing them all. Yeah. So let us have a little bit and a start in that Nityananda consciousness, in that Nityananda functionality. I'm greedy for this functionality, Nityananda functionality. Yeah, okay, I can say the word again. I will. One day, Sri Chaitanya was sitting alone when Nityananda came to him completely naked, chuckling like a child. His eyes and pure face were twinkling, and tears of limitless joy cascaded down his cheeks. He went about repeating this sentence like loud peals of thunder. I know the Sanskrit. Moranimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. Moranimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. My Lord and Master is Nimai Pandit of Nadia. Moranimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. Moranimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So who was repeating this sentence? One day Sri Chaitanya was sitting alone when Nityananda came to him, completely naked, chuckling like a child. His eyes and pure face were twinkling, and tears of limitless joy cascaded down his cheeks. He went about repeating this sentence like loud peals of thunder. My Lord and Master is Nimai Pandit of Nadia. More Nimai Prabhu, More Nimai Prabhu, More Nimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. More Nimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. More Nimai Prabhu Pandit Nadyar. Sri Chaitanya smiled, amused at the sight of Nityananda's large, brilliant, beautifully formed and completely bare frame. Hastily, Sri Chaitanya removed the cloth from his own head and wrapped it around Nitai. But Nitai continued to chuckle as if nothing had happened. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya then smeared perfume on his body, decorating him with a flower garland, and began to glorify Nityananda. Did I send a link to the A-team? Let's look. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No, not yet. Live in 40 minutes. That was already 70 minutes ago. Wow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So let's just do this quick sharing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, share. And then I wait for the signal, and then I stop. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. I also do this. Oh, I always also do this to Apostles' Creed now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. I like that title, Apostles' Creed. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Chaitanya then smeared perfume on his body, decorating him with a flower garland, and began to glorify Nityananda. Your name is Nityananda. Nityananda. And so, also your form and the manner are always and eternally blissful. Always and eternally blissful. Yeah. So that has to do with the transcendental place. Yes. It's not a material place when it's eternal and always and eternally blissful. Your form and demeanor are always and eternally blissful. You are Nityananda now as you were Balaram before. Yes, that's why I sing Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Balaram Nityananda. No one can interrupt the ecstatic and unlimited joy you experience. As your name suggests, in everything you do, whether it be walking, eating, or otherwise. You do, whether it be walking, eating, or otherwise. So when it's always functional, it's also functional when the material body is in a rest mode. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. When it's eternal and forever, Nitya, then it's always. In every place, in every circumstance and time, sarvadha, sarvatra. Hare Krishna, Krishna. No one can interrupt the ecstatic and unlimited joy you experience. As your name suggests, in everything you do, whether it be walking, eating, or otherwise, ordinary men cannot appreciate your transcendental potencies. You are always to be found where Lord Krishna is present. Yes? Okay. There was a message from River. I will look at it later. Ordinary men cannot appreciate your transcendental potencies. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ordinary men cannot appreciate your transcendental potencies. Yes, so we have to become extraordinary. Yes. It's said here, ordinary men cannot appreciate your transcendental potencies. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. You are always to be found where Lord Krishna is present. Krishna is eternal and he is the absolute truth. And so are you, since you are his eternal associate. Wow. So let's look at this. Krishna is eternal, and he is the absolute truth. And so are you, since you are his eternal associate. So, since there is a beginning, there's a start. It means there's a start. Since you are his eternal associate. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But eternal has no beginning. So how can you start something eternal? How can you become an eternal associate? There's only one way. It's already there. And when it's already there, you can uncover, you can remember. That's the way. You can make it conscious again. You can wake up. That's the way how to become when something is eternal. Eternal bliss, eternal Nityananda. Nitya means eternal. Nitya, unlimited, eternal. And Ananda means bliss. So it's in his name. Nityananda, Nityananda. Krishna is eternal and is the absolute truth. And so are you, since you are his eternal associate. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Yes. River Yamuna sent a voice message. I know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm waiting again. When there's a message, I will stop. I will jump into the class. I want to. Krishna is eternal and the absolute truth, and so are you, since you are his eternal associate. So, to remember, to recover from this sleep, to get out of this sleeping mode, the association is functional. We need that functional association. And it's available here, yes. It's available with the resident of Vrindavan, the resident of this presence. You are always to be found where Lord Krishna is present. Krishna is eternal and is the absolute truth. And so are you, since you are his eternal associate. So because Lord Nityananda is his eternal associate, he's always in that emanation, in that vibration, in that quality, dham, that space. Whoa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In that presence of Chaitanya loving loving Krishna, Chaitanya loving Krishna, Chaitanya loving Krishna. That's functional love of Krishna. That's the Radha Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna is loving himself. Krishna is loving himself through his devotees. Krishna is loving himself through his associates. Krishna is loving himself through Chaitanya. Krishna is seeing himself, experiencing himself through Chaitanya, through Chaitanya, through Chaitanya, through the living force consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, through his devotees, Gauranga is experiencing himself. Gaurahari is experiencing himself through his Das. Gaurahari Das. Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar. Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to Sri Chaitanya. Nityananda, I can feel there's more audience now. I don't have it on screen, but I can feel it. Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to Sri Chaitanya. Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to devotion to Sri Chaitanya. All his words and deeds are fulfilling Chaitanya's innermost desire. This is this reciprocation. This is this natural reciprocation from the Lord. When there is a devotion, there is reciprocation. It's going with faith. There's faith, there's devotion. Where there's devotion, there's faith. And he reciprocates. There's a flow of a constant reciprocation, a constant aliveness, a constant bliss here in this Nityananda consciousness, in this Nityananda functionality. Yes, when I say Chaitanya, I feel consciousness. When I say Nityananda, I feel functionality. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And of course, this, yes, there is this bliss. Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to Sri Chaitanya. All his words and deeds are fulfilling Chaitanya's innermost desire. They are fulfilling Chaitanya's innermost desire. Sri Chaitanya said to him, "For a long time I have had one unfulfilled desire." So Sri Chaitanya said to him, "For a long time I have had one unfulfilled desire. I would like to have your kaupina, loin cloth dress." Saying this, Chaitanya went and bought a kaupina of Nityananda Prabhu, and then tore it to many long strips. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. The Lord then distributed one by one these strips of the assembled Vaishnavas. I'm asking myself, after 550 years, do they still exist in material form? Oh. And when not, when they are evaporated, where is that energy? That energy. I want that energy. I want the energy. I want that energy. Even more than the material, of course. Hare Krishna. I want that devotion. I want that faith. I want that Nityananda energy. I want that Nityananda functionality. I want that Chaitanya aliveness. Hare Krishna, Hare. So together they are functional aliveness, functional living force, bliss, eternal bliss, living force consciousness. Hare Krishna, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, just I make it short. I finish. I have had one unfulfilled desire. I would like to have your kaupina, loincloth dress. Saying this, Chaitanya went and brought a kaupina of Nityananda Prabhu and then tore it to many long strips. The Lord then distributed. He distributed. We came along this word very often. You are the authorized distributor, yes? So here the Lord then distributed. He is the supreme, the personality, the supreme personality, the distributor, the supreme distributor. One by one, these strips to the assembled Vaishnavas, telling them, place them upon your heads. These are the most precious worshipable objects, even to Lord Shiva, the king of the yogis. What to speak of others? One attains the exalted position of becoming a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord only by Nityananda's grace. Wow. All of you should know that he is the embodiment of Lord Krishna's full transcendental potencies. Well, I'm thinking of Srila Garudasa's slippers. Karuna once gave them to me, but I don't know where they are. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Did I throw them away with the garbage? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If I had them now, I would place them on my head, like these strips of kaupina of Lord Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then, Lord, yes, one by one, one attains the exalted position of becoming a pure devotee. Place them upon your heads. These are the most precious worshipable objects, even to Lord Shiva, the king of the yogis. What to speak of others? One attains the exalted position of becoming a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord only by Nityananda's grace. Yes. All of you should know that he is the embodiment of Lord Krishna's full transcendental potencies. Sri Nityananda is identical to and is the immediate expansion of Sri Krishna. He is the eternal associate, friend, and brother to Krishna. He expands himself as Krishna's bed, ornaments, and other such paraphernalia. His character and pastimes are a mystery even in the Vedic literatures, although he is everyone's maintainer, protector, and friend. Okay, I leave it until here. 11:22 here. Thank you. Yes, we continue. Let him please come. Yes, please come. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Kalidas.